XRP holders. There is one date right now that almost nobody in the crypto community is talking about. July 1st. Not July 4th. Not the next ETF approval. Not a price prediction. July 1st. And according to multiple reports, this date could become one of the most important regulatory milestones Ripple has faced since the SEC lawsuit. Here's why. California's Digital Financial Assets Law, known as DFAL, officially takes effect on July 1, 2026, and every major digital asset company operating in California must either have a license, qualify for an exemption, or submit a complete application before that date. The question XRP investors are asking is simple. Is Ripple ready? And what happens if it is?
Let's break down what this law actually means. California isn't a small market. If California were its own country, it would rank among the largest economies on Earth. Beginning July 1st, companies involved in digital asset activities such as transfers, custody, exchanges, and stablecoin-related services must comply with the new DFAL framework. What's interesting is that businesses that submit a complete application before July 1st can continue operating while regulators review the filing. That means this deadline isn't just paperwork. It's about legal certainty, it's about regulatory approval, and it's about whether major crypto companies are prepared for the next phase of adoption.
Now, here's where Ripple enters the story. XRP community researcher Wrath of Kahneman recently highlighted July 1st as a potentially important date for Ripple. According to the discussion, public records through March 2026 did not show a Ripple entity among listed DFAL applicants. However, Ripple previously engaged with California regulators and submitted comments regarding the framework. Many analysts believe a filing likely exists or is being handled through the process. Why does this matter? Because Ripple isn't just operating XRP anymore. Ripple now has RLUSD, Ripple Payments, custody services, and an expanding global payments ecosystem. A clear regulatory pathway in California would be important for all of those initiatives.
But here's the bigger picture most investors are missing. This isn't really about one license. This is about where crypto is heading. For years, critics argued that crypto lacked regulatory clarity. Now we're watching states build actual legal frameworks for digital assets. California's DFAL creates licensing requirements, consumer protections, disclosure rules, and oversight mechanisms for crypto businesses operating in the state. In other words, crypto is slowly moving from the Wild West era towards institutional adoption. And whether you love regulation or hate it, large institutions generally prefer clear rules. Banks prefer clear rules, payment companies prefer clear rules, and investors usually pay attention when uncertainty starts disappearing.
So where does this leave XRP? Right now, July 1 is being watched closely because it marks the official start of California's new digital asset framework. Ripple has already shown interest in working with regulators. The company continues expanding RULSD, XRP ledger infrastructure, and global payment services. And if Ripple successfully navigates this regulatory transition, many investors will see it as another step towards mainstream adoption. Does this guarantee XRP will explode tomorrow? No. Nobody can honestly promise that. But it does highlight something important. While most people are focused on short-term price action, the real battle is happening behind the scenes: regulation, infrastructure, adoption. And July 1 may become one of the most important dates XRP holders watch this year. If you found this update useful, hit the like button, subscribe for more XRP news, and tell me in the comments, are you watching July 1 closely? Or do you think the market is ignoring something bigger? See you in the next one.